Welcome, welcome, welcome to the home of Black Titanic. Yes, welcome everyone. Welcome. First of all, let's do house rules, y'all. Hey, Linda Gamma, Phyllis Crawford, Diana J. Jackson. Let me put my glasses on, y'all, because this ain't right. Oh, Janet Jackson, 1840. Now I can see. Well, let me finish, you guys. I got to do my house rules. House rules is I don't own any rights to any song that pops up. Everything is allegedly just my opinion, of my co-hosts. Everything is for entertainment and educational purposes, y'all. Anyway, Doris Lee, how are you succeeding? I see you in here succeeding. oh, oh, Pinky, the housewife. Welcome, y'all. Welcome, Pinky. She is a YouTube creator. And Trenton, at some point, you are a YouTube creator. All the YouTube creators, you're welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pinky is not feeling well, y'all, today, but she's so sweet enough to still come and support me, you guys. Yes. Linda Gamble. Linda Gamble. Hey. Pinky the housewife. Yeah, Pinky. Yes. Hope you get the feeling better. I was like that the other day when I came from the doctor's office, y'all. Yeah. Queen Snyder. All righty. Hey, Queen. Hey, young lady with your beautiful self. Peggy Jones saying hi to everyone. Well, y'all, I love to come on early in the morning, but our brother had a seizure, so I had to take care of bro, y'all. Anyway, so season 2 said, how are you doing? Let me read this. She said, how are you doing, Black Titanic? You looking cute. I ain't going to have to run down there and make sure no elderly gentleman trying to call on you. Y'all know what? Speaking of that, this lady was trying to rap to my brother today at the doctor's office. She was a clear lady, of course. But y'all know he confused. So he's sitting up there. He was looking handsome there, but he looked adorable. So he was sitting up there. But she was kind of rap to him, gave him a phone number and stuff. But I'm going to tell you, he didn't forget that part of him. I was just listening, y'all. I mean, he was like all his mental faculty just hopped right on back in there. And it was funny to me. I'm like, listen at this man. He ain't forgot that part of him. He was really alert and he was on it too. But anyway, you guys, I just thought that was funny. So I gets back in the car. I was trying to test his mentality. I said, that bro, I didn't know you like clear people. He said, what you talking about? What you talking about? I said, that lady was trying to rap to you. He said, when? When? What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, but their brain is something else, y'all. The human brain is something else. But at that moment that woman was in his face, he didn't forget that part. That part of him. Y'all would have heard the conversation. Y'all would have thought there was nothing wrong with it. Yeah, but if he was in his right mind, he wouldn't talk to the clear person. That's the only way I know he was confused because he do not date clear people. So that part was I said, well, he confused because he don't even know that's a clear person sitting up there. Anyway, who else? Karen Taylor, hello. Trending. What you say, Trending? So season 2, it was a little rough today, but it will be better. Yeah, y'all. It's gonna get better. Y'all know sometimes we have to encourage ourselves. That song, Encourage Yourself, I forgot who made it, but that is such a true song. I mean, nobody else can encourage us. We have to encourage ourselves. Yeah, y'all know I got to get ready to turn this car back in. So I do have good news though about my car. My ex-husband, he's coming through for me with a car. So I went up there yesterday and looked around and I picked the car out that I want. So yeah, see, that's a man for you, right? We got kids. Our daughter getting ready to have a baby. The one she's no longer working in production, y'all. She had that baby. She almost about to drop that load. And I need a car. You know, he looks at all of that. He's a man. He looks at all of that. We got a grandbaby coming, and I need to get back to Atlanta so I can help my baby help her with her newborn. Yes, so that's a real man. You ain't gotta ask no man to do things. They know a real man know what you need. Although he's not my husband anymore, but he just have always been a great provider, right? Right. Anyway, 575 Trailblazer. So you guys, I'm gonna play. When I came out of the courthouse the other day, I was so upset. And I just had to encourage myself because, you know, it was dealing with the car because they said I was the offender and I really was the victim. But I had to jump through all these hoops, all this stuff just to straighten things out. But so I really needed encouragement that day. But I'm gonna tell y'all what encouraged me. Y'all know we're not supposed to wish bad luck on people, but I saw the lady that stole my car daughter. I don't hold it against her. I don't hold it against. She got a sweet daughter. Her daughter grew up with my daughter, my baby daughter, the one that's pregnant right now. And so I don't hold it against her. She told me that both of her reels she was in the hospital. She couldn't breathe. Both of her reels was broke. And I didn't go. At that point, I didn't care. But you know, I'm like, well, karma show hit you. That's what you get for stealing my car. Yeah, she got right out. She got right out of jail, and I don't know what she was doing, but somebody beat the hell out of her. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Billy Williamson. Billy Williams, did I read that right? Yeah. Miss Black Titana, you are a blessing to us. You encourage me to continue even at my elderly age. Wow. Yeah. Y'all know something about me? I'm always a student. I ain't got no MBA, MS, all that kind of stuff that Tisha always be quoting all these degrees like she done made it. She's so intelligent. I am always a student. I learn from you guys too. Yeah, I learn. But anyway, today we're going to be doing a Black History. Today in Black History, we're going to do a series of about the ones that did fight back. See, if you look at history, they try to make our people look as though we were cowards. We never stopped fighting, you guys. And I'm telling y'all, I don't know if I did that with y'all or yet, but the Seminoles, Indians, they were undefeated. They never could enslave them. They fought for hundreds of years, and it's not even down in history, you guys. With all that sophisticated weapons that the Euro had, all them guns, they couldn't defeat them. They have never been defeated. That's a fascinating story, you guys. Some just go all through my bone when I read about the Seminoles, Indians, how brave they were, and how that they were never captured, and how they were winning them wars. Yeah. So we're going to talk about our people that fought back. See, because I can go all the way back to the 60s. They want to see Martin Luther King talk, turn the other cheek, but they would have never, ever gave in had it not been for the rebellious people like myself. I was not a Martin Luther King follower. I was a Malcolm X follower. I was young. It was just time to change. And you realize all that man did, Martin Luther King, all that loving he did, they still killed him. Right, y'all? All that love he taught, it still didn't do no good. They weren't listening to that. But the reason that we did it because we fought. We fought. Everybody, every city was on fire. I'm talking about history now. I'm not trying to stir up none. I'm just telling y'all about history. Yeah, they had to do something because the whole world was looking at them. And the rebellious part, because I was a teen at that time, we were rebellious. We were listening to what them elders were saying. You must be out your mind. Y'all elders must be out y'all mind. Y'all done prayed and prayed and prayed for 400 years. Then y'all go down there, you get your butt kicked, you get beat up, and you still praying. But see, when I was a teenager, then I didn't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. And then one thing Malcolm X said, the worst thing you could do is lay down on that ground. He taught them to lay all down on the ground. They lay down on that ground and protest, and them horses, those army would come in and let them horses just trample them to death while they were laying down there on that ground. I'm like, you must be a fool to do that. But anyway, let's get on with our topic. Today we're talking about Nat Turner. You guys probably knew about Nat Turner. Yeah, they did a movie about Nat Turner. And there was a lot of Nat Turners, y'all. It was a lot of Nat Turners. And then on up until the 60s, there were a lot of Nat Turners that was rebellion, that want to be free. One thing I know about the European now, when they terminate us, they're heroes. They heroes. They make statues out of them. They put them on the dollar bill, the $5 bill, right? They get medals. They get honor. They get badges. They have statues made out of them. They have money made out of them. When they terminate our people, they're heroes. But when we fight back, it's a different story, right? We violent people. We can't trust them. Can you imagine you're a prisoner? You're a prisoner against your own will. You've been just tortured, and you want to be free. Sure, you can continue on being in that state of mind. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna say hi to everybody out there, but I'm gonna get started. We're talking about Nat Turner. Oh yeah, and then of course Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all. It's gonna be some stuff that y'all heard before, but I just want to tell y'all something. Do y'all know I did record a little bit of Wanda? I had to, because if you listen to Wanda, she'll tell it. One is over there talking about scamming, and then she kept saying, Bud don't lie. Did y'all hear that? Bud don't lie. Bud said this man scammed him. Bud don't lie. Yeah, y'all hear her saying that? She be double talking, but it slipped out. Anyway, let's get to Mr. Nat Turner. Now, Nat Turner, I'm just going to give y'all a little preview. He was taught to read the Bible. So what he ended up doing was he loved God. He wanted to follow the will of what the Bible would say. But he said these clear people, they talk about the Bible, but they turn around and act like devils, right? That's devil work. If you over there torturing people, cutting their ears off, hanging them, cutting their tongue out. He said something wrong with this picture. So he was praying. He wanted to free his people. That's what he wanted to do. He felt like the reason that they had chose him to read and write. Now, I got to get to this before I forget. We were always been able to read and write, our ancestors. We just couldn't speak that language. So that's all that was, y'all. Y'all hear them say the slaves can't read and write. They can't read and write. Yes, they can read and write, but they couldn't speak that language. That's all that was. Just like the white man couldn't speak our language, our ancestors' language. But you'll never hear them say that white people couldn't read and write. If you took them say anything besides that English, you'll never hear that. But with us, they say we were illiterate, right? But anyway, Nat Turner felt like God had chose him to save his people. So one day it was an eclipse. Y'all know what an eclipse is? They got so many theories what eclipse is, but Our ancestors always said that it was a black planet. It's a black planet that goes across the earth. This is what our ancestors say. Make more sense, y'all. A black planet up there that goes across the earth atmosphere, and the whole world turned dark. Well, whatever area. I remember in 1982, I was in an eclipse. I don't know if y'all ever been in one, but it is fascinating. It was like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I could put my hand out like that and couldn't even see it, y'all. I couldn't even see my hands. It was dark. Anyway, so it was an eclipse went by while he was praying, and he felt like that was his sign. But anyway, 185 years later, they just now returned Nat Turner's skull to the family. They tested the skull. It was his skull. Now, Euro people, they got a thing for souvenir. Now, y'all, this organ harvest has been going on ever since they've been around us. You know, we found a lot of bodies with their organs missing. They have always been fascinated. Just read the history. They'll cut an ear off and save it for a souvenir. Cut a tongue out, save it for a souvenir. Or whatever, a finger, like my Uncle Jeff. My Uncle Jeff, he was no joke. My Uncle Jeff was like a Nat Turner. So he was very skillful with his hand. He was skillful with the bow and arrow, because at the time they couldn't own guns. So they cut that hand off. They cut one of my uncle's hand off. This is a true story, y'all. And kept it. Yeah, kept them. And my grandfather says each one of them suckers got a finger and put it in a jar. And he wanted his, he been trying to get the fingers back, but we don't know where them people is at. But anyway, they finally got Nat Turner skull, the family did. So here we go, Nat Turner. All right, Nat Turner, brave. Hope you get to feeling better, Pinky. Hey, Yvette Bell. Hi, Yvette Bell. All right, you guys. This is the story of Slave Rebellion by Nat Turner. This, you guys. Y'all see this? This entire block. This entire street, right? Right here. I'll show y'all some. It's Slave Hospital. This hospital right here. Underneath this ground right here. That's Huntsville Hospital, yeah. This is the site of the Huntsville Slave Cemetery. On September the 3rd, 1818, the Huntsville City Commissioner purchased 2 acres of land from Leroy Pope for a burying ground for slaves. This cemetery was located within the northeast quarter of Section 1, Township 4, Ranges 1 west of the base meridian. It was affectionately known as Georgia within the Black community. The cemetery continued to be used from 1818 until 1817, when Glenwood Cemetery was designated as the city's burial ground for African Americans. No known records have survived. Alabama Historical Association, 2001. So, indeed, Huntsville Hospital is built on top of our ancestors. Y'all know, even in our grave, look what's around y'all. Look, this whole area. Black people own this whole area. And guess what? We are buried underneath. Even in our grave, they mess with us. Our ancestors. They mess with us. This hospital is built on top of our ancestors' grave. September the 3rd, 1818. Look what it says, you guys. Look what it says. Slaves. Burial ground. That's what this is. The slaves burial ground. Huntsville Hospital. This is Black Titanic coming live and reporting to you from Huntsville Hospital. It is indeed built on top of our ancestors' grave. This used to be the slave graveyard. Our people never get no rest. Even in their death, they're bothered. Can never get no rest. Yvette Bell, no, they buried
family members. Nat Turner skull.
They buried the hospital.
The skull is 185-year-old remains of Nat Turner, leader of the bloodiest slave revolt.
To present this remains to you.
Being able to hold that piece of his body that he couldn't own for himself, we'll be able to treat it with the respect and honor that it is due, that we're going to be able to give him the burial that he deserves.
We're here representing the generations before us. We're just messengers.
Sure.
Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous.
Thank you for giving him back to us and for letting us take him home.
Bless, O God, as only you can, and continue the legacy that you began with Reverend Nat Turner.
I hope that people recognize it for what it is, a really significant step in acknowledging a part of our history that has been, to a large degree, intentionally dismissed.
National Geographic helped Rangers to have the skull forensically tested, and it was tested for several months, and then it is the head.
Having this piece of Nat Turner's body to bury and to treat as a man is a huge blessing for us, because it will be significant to all of those families who don't have the bodies of their ancestors.
It's time to celebrate him, and I cannot wait for us to be as a group, as a family, so we can do that.
You know, I hope that he is looking down, and I hope that he is proud of us.
Individuals, how many years out of slavery, are now owning oil wells that are producing 2,000 barrels a day? Is that not the ultimate American dream?
That's good and savings. Just like funding your home and car with Geico.
I know you. Yeah, hi. The guy who helped me bundle my home and car is great.
Oh, I thought it was somebody else. Geico.
Story time with Mr. B.
Hi, my name is Mr. B. Before slavery was outlawed in the United States in 1865, there were at least 250 documented slave revolts. Probably the most famous of all of these was Nat Turner's Rebellion, also known as the Southampton Insurrection. Here's the story of Nat Turner's Rebellion. Once upon a time, there was a slave named Nat Turner. He stood about 5'7", weighed about 155 pounds, and was very smart. He lived on a plantation in Southampton County, Virginia. He often had visions, which he interpreted as messages from God. Because of this, he believed he was destined for some great mission. At an early age, he taught himself how to read and write. As he grew older, he learned how to manipulate his white slave masters. He was very disciplined, refusing tobacco and liquor, and spent much time fasting and meditating. Many other slaves began to look to Turner for leadership, and he became a preacher as a young man. On May 12, 1828, when Turner was 27 years old, he heard a voice while working in his owner's fields. The voice said, "The time was fast approaching when the first should be last and the last should be first." On February 11, 1831, Turner witnessed a solar eclipse and believed it was a sign from God to rise up and rebel. Turner began secretly spreading the word about his plans. On August 13, 1831, an atmospheric disturbance made the sun appear bluish-green. Turner decided this was the final signal, and 1 week later, he and 6 men gathered, and Turner laid out his plan. Using no guns and only knives, hatchets, and axes, they would kill all slave owners they could find, regardless of age or sex. One historian states that Turner called on his group to, quote, "kill all the white people." The rebels then traveled from house to house and killed every white person they encountered. Though they did spare a few of the poorer white homes, they ended up killing non-slave owners, women, and even children. A small child who hid in a fireplace was among the few survivors. Most were hacked to death with axes, stabbed, or beaten to death. Through the night, Turner's forces grew as he had thought it would. First a dozen, then 30, then 60, and perhaps got as high as 80 slaves. They killed approximately 60 before they were defeated by a local militia with twice the manpower. The next day, troops from as far away as Norfolk came to help. The white troops had guns, and the slaves did not. The rebellion was ended within 2 days. As many as 200 blacks were killed in the skirmish, and later 56 blacks were executed by the state for the rebellion. This means the number of black victims was much greater than the number of rebels or of white victims. The blacks who were executed had their heads cut off. The heads were mounted on large poles at busy intersections as a warning to other slaves. As for Nat Turner, he escaped and went into hiding. But on October 30th, he surrendered to authorities. In court, he pled not guilty, saying he felt no guilt. He was hung on November 11th. Afterwards, his body was skinned and chopped up into 4 pieces. Nat Turner's slave rebellion caused white people throughout the South to freak out and overreact. It also gave hope to slaves throughout the South that maybe slavery was on the decline. The biggest legal reaction to the rebellion? The Virginia General Assembly made it illegal to educate slaves. They couldn't read or write. You see, the smarter a slave was, the more they realized being a slave sucked. The end.
I just want to say to you guys, and I have to correct each other, our ancestors was always intelligent, right? They all could read and write. They just couldn't speak that language. So I don't want to hear y'all calling them ignorant, that they can't read and write. They can read and write. The problem was it was a new language that they couldn't speak, but they caught on pretty fast. Well, I was scammed out of thousands of dollars. I didn't come forth right away, y'all. Maybe almost 2 years later. I was ashamed. I was ashamed of how people would view me, much like Miss Joy. Oh yeah, her story is real. It's not a distraction.
is real. She is a victim. So is the Barbara a victim. And I was ashamed and I didn't want to come forth. I felt foolish. I felt stupid. I had all these feelings that most people have when they are a victim. I felt humiliated. I didn't want the world to know how stupid I was and how dumb I was. I didn't want the world to know. And I had this fear inside of me how people would perceive me for allowing other people to scam me. And I hear it today. I hear it. It breaks my heart when I hear this again today. I want to go back into my shell. I want to go somewhere hide and get under the cover because I'm on the internet and I'm on these different platforms and I hear it again. I hear it. I hear it. Well, if it was me, I would have went to the authorities first. If it was me, I wouldn't have went to no blog or I wouldn't have been up here on the internet. If it was me, I would have called the police. If it was me, I would have did my research for and on and on and on, and nobody had compassion for the victim. Because what you know, maybe it's not what she know. We are different. It's no different than when you are a victim of sexual abuse and you may not come forth to maybe you 40, 50 years later. Why? Because of the shame, the humiliation, and fear. Yeah, that woman laying next to me with the scarf on and this guy right here with his hand up there by his chin, they victimized me. The little young boy in the middle had no parts of it. They just used him to drive. They said that they were producer. She's going to get my story out, Black Titanic. She's going to get all that out for me. I wanted my story out. I wanted my grandmother, the whole world to know about this Black woman, which was my aunt, being aboard the Titanic and other Black people being on board the Titanic. And she said she was going to help me. But don't you know, didn't you know? I didn't know that later. Later on, I found out that our people would do you like that. Miss Joyce said, I saw a Black man. It was so few of us, and I want to patronize the other Black business. And that was what I was doing. I never in a million years would have thought that that girl was tricking me. Y'all don't live here in Huntsville. These people don't watch this show. These people don't know these Scots. If you don't watch the show, you won't know them. They not no household brand name. All Miss Joy knew was that someone came to her and said that they were good. She went by the word of a so-called person that she knew. And that's what I did. Oh, she's real, y'all. She's a victim and he's real. And you guys act like because it's coming from a particular blogger or because who they got scammed by, and they don't, and they're not on the internet. They're not a millimeter. And because the Scots, y'all don't like the Scots, and they were looking to have their business done. One boy was trying to have a barber. He don't know the fuck about no damn mail or being a melody. All he wanted was his barber shop up. She don't even watch YouTube. She's not even YouTube savage, internet savage. But all I could hear is what y'all would have did, criticizing this lady. This lady is a victim just like I was. It made me want to cry. The stuff that when I go on these different bloggers and hear how inconsiderate, how incompassionate, how y'all hard against this lady and this man. Because they are a victim. And because of a certain blogger brought it out. So therefore, this got to be a scam. This got to be a distraction. Why would I want to be a distraction if I'm a victim? Why would I want my name out there like that? Distraction from what? Do y'all think that Mel want us to talk about her 24 hours, 50 times a day? There's other stuff that has to be talked about on this internet besides Melody. I love me some Melody. I love me some Melody. Yes, of course. I know what's wrong and what's right. And I know when to report on her, and I know when to do other news as well. But 90% of my reporting is about Melody, is about Love and Marriage Hunter, because I watched the damn show. That's all I got to say. And don't be checking me. I ain't in no damn clique. Checking me, telling me, where I'm supposed to be. Somebody said that, I saw Black Titanic on this platform. I was wondering, what was she doing over there? What the hell was you doing over there? I have my ministry that I do. I have my ministry that God calls me to do. He didn't tell me just to stay in one little clique or teach Black history to one little clique or one little group of people. My people are scattered all over the United States, all over the world. They're just not scattered right here in this clique. Like I told y'all on that other video, when I was in church, that's what they wanted me to do. Just teach their children, teach these wealthy children. I said no. I want the people in the hood. I want the children in the hood. That's who I want. You guys already got a silver spoon on your nose and your mouth. But when I'm over on this platform, that's my hood. I may be over on another platform that's under the bridge. I may be over on another platform that is the crack house. I may be over another platform that is where they go dance, the stripper club, the prostitute, where they hang out. This is my ministry. God told me, after he brought me out of bondage, to go and teach those people that are in bondage. I don't teach them about God. I teach them about their history. When you know who you are, then you will start to internalize and love yourself. You won't be over here talking about your sister because you love your sister. You won't be over here talking about your brother because you love your brother. I mean it. So don't check me about what platform I'm on. I'll be doing my ministry that God calls me to do. That's what I'll be doing. What you be doing? Why you over there? You had to be over there to see me, and you know who you are too. Don't check me. And then once I get on the platform with thousands of people, I don't know why you said it. Trying to mess up my name because you feel like I should be in a certain spot. I should just teach Black history in a certain spot. When I'm over there on those spots, I'm listening. Oh, yeah, it gets a little rough over there. You get people over there that you may feel that is total ignorant. But these people deserve to be lifted up, too. They deserve to know their Black history, too. They deserve to know who they are. Mashawn Hickman said, we are Israelites. That's what she say. That's her job. I don't know. I'm not into the Bible like that anymore. She is. When you ask me where I'm at and what I'm doing, don't check me. Check yourself. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing my ministry that God calls me to do. He told me to go back in the concrete jungles of the street. The concrete jungles on the street physically will be under the bridge, at the Salvation Army, with the homeless people, in the prostitute house, in the crack house. But when I'm on the internet, these same people on the internet, y'all, the same population that's out there in the street represent this. is out here on this internet, what were you doing over there to see me? I know what I was doing. I was doing my ministry. Now, I may not be able to be teaching in all that chaos that's going on at the moment, but trust me, someone, once they get to knowing me, may want to come to my Black History class, may want to learn about their ancestors, how great we are, and then start internalizing how great you are, how great they are. But don't check me. Don't put me in no little clique. What were you doing over there? You answer that. Then you could have came to me if you want to ask me what was I doing somewhere where you was at. I would have told you. I'm doing God's work. I'm doing my ministry that God called me to do. All right, you guys. Thank Trini at some point said that's why I have to shut many people out. It's easy to second guess yourself and the reason you feel driven to speak about certain things. I think I needed this message. Yeah. And then my problem was you on this platform trying to start something about my character. My character now, I ain't did nothing but trying to help my people. But you over there with thousands of people over there on that platform trying to start something about my character and who I am. I ain't did nothing to nobody. Tired of being everybody damn victim. Okay. Thank you, Trending. We got a lot to learn about this YouTube street. I'm still learning, y'all, but I got stronger. I don't cry no more. When I first came on, they used to make me cry. I don't cry no more. I'm getting stronger. I'm just going to take up for myself and do what God told me to do. Now I know how Melody feel when she said, God say go, God say go. And she had to shut out all these different people in her ears. She can't be like what you want me to be. I even heard people saying that she trying to drag up this. Anyway, let me keep it going. Just gonna keep it going. I'm all right, y'all. I'm all right. I got it off my chest now, but I don't want nobody checking me. I ain't in no little clique. That's how they was. And it made me have flashback when I was in church, y'all. They rejected me in church. They rejected me in church. Every time I try to come out that street, they would reject me. When I'm saying the street, I ain't talking about I wasn't doing nothing bad, but you know, because I wore makeup. Yeah, you wear makeup, you wear lipstick, you this and that. You hang around with the homeless people. Get these homeless people out of my church. They can't be in this church. They can't sit right here. Don't bring them children from the hood in this church. I don't want them around my kids. Them damn kids in that church that grew up in that 7-day Adventist church was the badass kids I have ever witnessed. I ain't want to be bothered with their kids. I go out there in the streets, get them children so mountable. Put them up there. My kids, when I would bring my kids to church out of the street, they sitting there quiet and manageable. But them children, them wealthy kids, raised up with all that in all this wealth, they had no respect for nobody. I was okay with them because they knew my family. I'm not like my family. I'm not bougie. When they found my family, most of them teach at Oakwood College. All them people up there bougie. I can't stand them. Anyway, let me just go ahead on, y'all. I got off track. So now we can get to what. So what do y'all think about the slaves that rebelled? A lot of y'all know about Nat Turner, right? A lot of y'all do. Yeah, Yvette Bell says, God did not reject you, and neither did God. Yeah. Yvette Bell, let's talk about Gunnersville. Did you know that when you go to Gunnersville, that lake, Gunnersville, that lake that you pass, all your ancestors is under there. You got cemeteries under there, you got school buses, you got a house, you got churches under there, right there in Lake Gunnersville, Yvette. You're the one said that your grandmama stay in Gunnersville, right? Yeah, they do a lot of them like that. Lake Lanier in Georgia. Yeah, same way. A whole cemetery, a whole town under the water. Most of those lakes, when y'all traveling, y'all pass those lakes. Remember that. Those lakes there for a reason. They built them lakes, and you got all your ancestors under there. You got schools, school buses, houses, stores, whole black city, cemeteries under that lake. Majority of them lakes. Go all the way up there to New York to Central Park. Central Park used to be, some of y'all on here know what the name of Central Park used to be. I can't think of that name yet. But Central Park was a black town, a progressive black town. Yeah. And a lot of them people are still buried under that ground. If anybody live in Central Park, you be walking all over your ancestors, just walking all over. And so Huntsville Hospital, see, I just left there. I just left Huntsville Hospital because I had to take my brother to the doctor. And that whole medical center used to be our ancestor land, y'all. And even over there across the street, even as high as the 80s and 90s, they done tore down a whole lot of them projects. Most of them projects over there used to be, our ancestors used to own that land too. So it's all over the United States. You'll be surprised as when you walking on this earth, you walking on top of your ancestors. Most of the time, these corporations build on our ancestors. They have no respect for them. They not finna go down there and move no old cemetery. That they don't care a damn. They just build on top of them. Like I said, it was cut off because my phone went dead. I was saying that we can't never get no rest. Even in our grave, we can't get no rest. And even if they're not building no cemetery, a building on top of us, they going and digging us back up to study us. How you think they study us? And then that's what they get, because the farther they did, they ass disappeared. They didn't count on that. When I say you go past 2,000, 1,000 years, they disappear because they didn't exist. They are new people. Yeah, they got to digging and trying to find out things about these our army. They want to know why we preserve. How come we still preserve? Trying to study our bodies and our bones and stuff. Then they start disappearing. So then now they got to write in history, but they don't want to write in history that they're new people, that we were on this earth thousands of years before anybody else was. We was on it when nobody exists on this world but us. And we were in power too. They are new people. We didn't know these people. We were living in harmony. And then when, I know they was over there across that mountain, living on the Caucasus Mountain. When they came out in the mountains and stuff, we taught them how to do everything. We taught them how to bathe. We taught them how to comb their hair. We taught them how to walk upright. They were walking like dogs. You know, dog on all fours, that's how they used to walk. We taught them all that. And then they turned around and backstab us, right? Backstab us and took everything from us, our language, our power, our invention, and it's been going on for years, you guys. Yeah. Pinky said while reading about Central Park, they talk about the history of 1856 and nothing about slave. Oh, yeah, it is. Oscarville. There we go. Oscarville was black-owned land under that lake in Georgia. I knew somebody was going to come on. That's why I call y'all my co-hosts and not fans, because you guys are equally intelligent. Yeah, Oscarville, Georgia. And do y'all know what else they say? And this is true. A lot of people go in there. They end up for some reason drowning up over there. So a lot of those people that live out there, they quit going out there fishing and having a good time. Yeah, Oscarville, they did the same thing like they did Lake Gonnerville. They took those people, went over there and killed up all them folks, and then and just built a lake and left everybody under there. Everybody under that lake. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Seneca Village. That's it. That's it, Toffee. Seneca Village was the name of the black town, now Central Park. Yeah, and you know, a lot of people talk about Central Park, but they did not know that was black owned. That was a black owned. We know about Black Wall Street. Central Park was just Seneca Village. We got a lot of Black Wall Street, you guys. And while I'm at it, I'm going to do reparation because the last survivors, they denied them reparation lately. And I went down there for the 100-year anniversary to celebrate with them the 100-year anniversary. It's like 5 of them still alive, y'all. They over 100 years old and still alive, still alert too, still sharp in the mind. But you know, they still denied them reparation. So that's another story. I'm gonna do that. But what I want to do for us, I want to talk about the people that did fight back. That if like when you were little, you reading all they say about you slaves, and we would think that our people never did fight back. But we never stopped fighting, y'all. Never. Seneca Village, Pinker said, Seneca Village, a forgotten story. The observer known as Seneca Village, the settlement prospered for 32 years before it was destroyed by the city to create Central Park in 1897. They were victimized twice, y'all. When they ran out of, the first time they ran them out and killed a lot of them, they went and built again. And then they did the same thing. And then when they bought Seneca Village and built up again, they did it again. For some reason, they get jealous. They say, can't y'all just pull yourself up for your bootstring? And every time our ancestors do it, what happened? They get a mob and run us out of there and eliminate most of us. Angel Church, a mixed-race congregation that opened in 1848, once stood there, really, as did graveyards in 1857. The land was seized to build Central Park. And then the thing of it is, they have no compassion about they don't have no compassion about your loved ones. They don't even consult them and say, well, look, we getting ready to build over this. So maybe you could go down and get your loved one and move your loved one and put them somewhere safe. They don't tell you that. They just build over. I went up there. I'm going to go up to Oakwood College because they got a historical site where they still got slave graves, and they got Dred Scott. He's buried right there. I want to go and do that story where he's buried up there in Oakwood College. Okay, you guys, we get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm showing the trailer. Everybody seen the trailer, y'all. We seen the trailer where Marceau was. Can you imagine Marceau shading Melody business, saying Melody that he ain't finna hire, he gonna hire professional. He gonna hire nobody just to talk about t-shirt. He ain't had a nerve to shade Courtney and them. Now y'all know my thing with Courtney and Stormy, but they did make a move, and they was millionaires at one point. I don't know if they still like that. But how you gonna shade these people business when at least they got it off the ground? They got their business off the ground. Well, somebody said, can you go to the store that the Scotts sell these products? I seen the store. I be passing that store, but I'm not interested. Let me tell y'all something. The reason I'm not interested because children is involved. I could go and bust them out and show them the video where Tisha is putting that label on top of Stormy product, but children is involved. I can't do that. I wouldn't be no better than Miss Peggy. Y'all remember when Sugar Mama products came out and she tried to sabotage Sugar Mama product, and I hated it. I did a story on her almost a week. I can't do it because children is involved. That's why. Them little kids is involved, and maybe they feeling good about themselves, regardless of how they got it. You know, kids probably really feeling great about themselves, and I don't want to destroy that. I wouldn't want to destroy their self-esteem. But I do know that they say the sins of our fathers, our parents, sometimes fall on the next generation. So that's what we'll be looking at, but it won't be at my hand. It won't be that. It won't be at my hand, you guys. All right. God bless you, Miss Black Titanic. Our history is so important to teach and learn, especially today where you have politicians trying to wash our history and then eliminate our true history from school. You're so right, y'all, but they don't never teach us true history. It's up to us. We have to teach our children. Y'all like how y'all talking back. I'm trying to 18B Live says 1859. Columbia Harmony Cemetery in DC grave markers sold as scraps. Wow, I didn't know that. See there, I'm learning today. And thrown in the Pontiac River. Wow. Site sold to the developer. Sad disrespect for our ancestors. Ooh, let me write that down. Ooh, wait. Columbia is in DC, you say? Columbia Harmony Cemetery. I told y'all we can't get no rest. Even when we die, we can't get no rest. We can't rest. Okay, Snots 1.0, 2.0, brokers one on the show. Liars, scammers, fraud. Bible says sins of the father will fall on the children. It's shameful what they're doing. Yeah, it's going to fall on those children. I already know that. I ain't got to do nothing. It's going to fall on those kids. The sins of their father. And even right now, because of what they've been doing, people ain't going to go out and buy that stuff. And y'all saw how sweet Melody is. Although that Melody was there, Melody went out there, and although they did that to her kids, how the Scotts did her kids, and how their friends try to sabotage her, Melody just don't have that kind of heart to do that to their children. She didn't have to go. Y'all know she didn't have to go down into that store. And the only reason, face it, we know Tisha can't stand Melody, but she knew that if Melody came to that store, to that lunch right there, that will start covering, the millimeters will start covering that and bring some exposure. But yeah, Melody went, and I said to myself, I can't do it. I thought about it. Y'all don't think that it didn't cross my mind, but I just can't do that to these children. Okay, we finna get to the story. You are truly a lady of integrity, Miss Black Titanic. Yes. Okay, so this is what we're doing today. So Mel got a heart of gold. Stay Pinky. Pinky, I'm gonna send the link to you in a few minutes if you're gonna come up or anybody want to come up. I'll be sending the link after a while, maybe about 10 minutes. But we're gonna look at this. I'm showing the trailer. Y'all know what happened in the trailer, but I'm trying to put what this video, y'all. I'm gonna play this again. This video, they want this video so bad. Tisha wanted more than the video more than my son. Y'all will hear Tisha asking for this video. Tisha do not want this video out. Now, Tisha ended up lying to Buzz. Ooh, thank you for the cash app. It come on my Carrie Marceau. It comes on my telephone, y'all. Thanks for the cash app. Now, this is what goes on. They lied to Buzz and about Kiki in this thing. And what Kiki did was they was saying that it was Kiki stylist that was dating Marceau, right? But it wasn't. So the stylist went to Kiki and Kiki didn't know what was going on. And she was just saying she hoped that it wasn't true. She talked to Buzz to see what was going on, but she didn't say anything bad. But you know, this girl gonna blame, instead of blaming her husband, she wanna blame Kiki. If y'all saw that part of that trailer where she threw that water in her face or whatever that was, drinks or whatever, that's what that's about. She going around accusing Kiki instead of her husband, y'all. She trying to accuse Kiki of starting a gossip. But no, if the video is out. Okay. Thank you, Doris Leak. I didn't know about Nat Turner until now. Yeah, Nat Turner was something else, you guys. Nat Turner went around and he went to every plantation. My grandfather and them did that too. They did a Nat Turner. Yeah, my grandfather and Uncle Jeff is in the book. Y'all don't ever order the book. It's in this book right here. Yeah, I'll read it to y'all. It's in this book how my grandfather and them did the same thing. Yeah, they went and burnt up all them plantations. Yeah. They were scared of my grandfather, and they were scared of my grandfather, y'all. They when my grandfather was living, you used to have the Ku Klux Klansmen coming out there dragging you out the house just to murder you for nothing. But they were saying, no, leave us alone because you know, they said my grandfather and my uncle was crazy. But they went crazy. They were just didn't believe in turning the other cheek. Anyway, that's the story. Y'all need to order this book now. Y'all need to order this book. I got plenty for sale. It's more than just about, our history is in this book too, y'all. A lot of stuff that y'all don't know about is in this book because it's about my great auntie, but the story of her life is in here. And it includes stuff like that, like what Nat Turner was doing, how they did back in the day. Okay, so Season 2 said, okay, where can we get your book? All you got to do is email me, and let me put my email up. Give me your information, and I do it for, it's $15. The book is $10, but then, you know, I used to charge $10, but then, you know, you got to do the shipping and all of that and pay for the shipping and all that. So I add extra $5 to cover that. So what I would do, put my thing up here, and then what y'all do is just give me your information and I mail the book to you. That's all. And you can send a cash app or whatever, and I mail the book out. Yeah. So let me put this up here right now, and then okay, I don't know. Yeah, I do like melody, y'all. I do like melody. I do my own thing. I don't have no third party, no nothing. It's just me. Do like melody. Okay, here's my email, and you email it to me. I ship it right out. I've had people buy from me on here. Yeah, people buy from me on here. Okay, we finna get on to Doris Lee. They made this lady Leo's telling Doris that they made a movie about Nat Turner, yeah, in 2016. And that was when they returned his skull, y'all. They returned that skull in 2016 after that movie came out. Yeah. I don't know why they so fascinated with our body part. That would spook me out, having somebody darn head on top of a real person head on my shelf. All right. Love and Marriage Huntsville. If we're going to get to it, yeah, it's got other things before we get to it, but eventually we will get to it. I don't know what's all on here, y'all. Okay. It's just going to keep moving. It's a lot of different things over here, but it'll get to Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Got some story to tell. Started when I was 9 years old. Woke up and daddy was gone. I started hustling and couldn't tell me nothing. I'm in the hood trying to be somebody.
To see these people on TV boasting that they're helping the community, that they're giving expos, helping the community, when what they're doing is trying to use that as a resume to get work so they can scam people. And I'm gonna hold y'all accountable too. Wait a minute, can y'all see behind me? This is the Madison County Police Department, you guys. Everything is in behind here is the jail, the prison. But anyway, let me sit down here and talk to y'all. That my soul and Tisha is on network. On network now. A network that's supposed to be family owned, family broadcast. A network that say that they take pride and ownership of families, not just black families, but white families too. It's supposed to be a family network. Yet they will allow myself to use this network to do his criminal activity. That's what he do. The lady said that my soul told her he was gonna film in her spot. And the reason he wanted to film is because he wanted to boost that was one of his accomplishments where he was hired at. But see, they doing a lot of stuff where they can't film because he's always commit criminal attack, scamming these people out of thousands of dollars. Now, when I watch Anthony, shout out to Anthony, and Anthony, you're doing a great job. When I watched Anthony and that lady was on there, that broke my heart. Now, I know exactly where she's at. I know exactly. And then she got to look at her one all the time to see that Scots flag flying by her from where she's at. It's a shame, you guys. He's a criminal. And then when she got me, she said that the lawyer that she wanted to hire this lawyer $350 an hour. She can't afford it. But he knew who my soul was because he was representing somebody else that my soul had scammed. I sure want to find out who that person was. I wish you would tell me because I do want to. I would like to interview that person. I don't know if she'll. How you doing? I don't know if she'll let me stop by that office.
How you doing, man?
Hey, how y'all? stop by their office and interview her and take pictures of videos of her shop of all the stuff that my soul messed up. Anyway, this is Black Titanic. This is Black Titanic at the courthouse. Oh, y'all, I'm signing off. I'll be going live later on today. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Also, what she's out of, because remember, Wanda said that the barber don't lie.
And, of course, he was very cordial and on P's and Q's, and, looking back, you see remnants of who he is now, just masked for our initial meeting. But
Anthony Lopez.
I felt comfortable enough to move forward with him.
Mm-hmm. And so the practice, was it Scopes Management or Scopes Industry that you hired?
Scopes, yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So initially, how much money did you come out of? Well, did you hire him for?
Well, my initial budget was $180,000. That was trying to stay somewhere between 160 and 180.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all noticed that he quoted that to $180,000 to Bud about that's how much they charge for a job. So what he do is he try to go on a lower bid to get people to do business with him, but he don't plan on doing nothing but getting their money and bailing out, allegedly.
And then going through what we went through, it then started to go a little bit higher. So we were at $200,000.
Okay.
And then things just weren't adding up, and expenditures were being done without my approval. And that number crept up to $250,000 with an increased budget of total around $280,000, maybe a little bit less.
Okay, that's all I need. Now, right here, you will hear him harassing him about this video, right, you guys? The guy is saying, I just want to get in my shop. He done paid his money. He done paid his fee. Now, they are they lied on, according to Kiki, they putting stings on Kiki. That's why she got that water thrown on her, because they lying on Kiki. Listen at this, y'all. Wait a minute. All right, listen at this, y'all. Listen.
There's someone else in it, so Shorty had a problem with sending that. That's the only reason why I haven't sent that. But the issue is...
Hold it, let's go back just a little bit, all right?
He's giving you those numbers based off you saying, well, I don't want to work with Scope anymore. I'm going to hire another general contractor. You also going to have to pay that general contractor.
Right, and I spoke to Greg, he broke it down. How it really goes, I understand.
Yeah.
But we did not wake up out of our thin air and like, you know what? Today's a day where I just want to fire someone. It did not happen like that. It was something.
We know
happened.
that. Come on, man.
And that's fine. I understand.
So how did he do you?
He didn't give me an explanation.
Right, but you just didn't were there for that conversation.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of the
neither was I. But in addition to that, neither was I.
Y'all hear that? My soul don't respect Tisha. He don't even conversate with her. He just do what the hell he want to do with it. In this business. She just there, y'all.
But I'm getting affected by something.
I want to talk to you about
hold on.
Yeah, but that video, man, this shop is my priority. And then I'm finding out that Kiki ain't having the issue with the video, there's someone else in it. So Shorty had a problem with sending that. That's the only reason why I haven't sent that. But the issue is, this has nothing to do with my shop, and Kiki, this Tisha's cousin, is making it something else now. So if everyone just blame me for the shit, that's fine. I just want to do the shop. Let me
They
do the
lied
household,
in
that's
the
fine.
preview.
Can I get my shop? Boys, I'm not.
She's
Yeah, don't
suing
you
Yvette.
you
She's
send me
suing.
that video. That video. Ooh, this man is a scammer. Tisha harassing him about that video. Something went on in that boom boom room on that video. Tisha don't want that video out. Tisha harassing him about the video too, you guys. But all of a sudden, instead of her to be married at her husband, who she married? Kiki. Okay, I was listening to Wanda tape. Wanda said that this Barbara is not lying. Okay, so we will listen to that. But let's just see what the Barbara is saying.
Thank you, Kate,
She's
for the
saying
cash
that,
out.
along with the young lady, saying the young lady said she was scammed out of $250,000, Miss Joy, and the barber is Buzz. He said he was scammed out of $25,000. Not to mention that it took $8,000 to break his lease, and the money that he had was from, I think, a deceased child. He was using that money. He had to go through the court to get some of that money out of the trust fund so that, he can start up a better business. These people are scammers. If you listen to Miss Joy, this man refused to give her a receipt, refused to tell her how he's spending her money. Then on top of that, is telling the stores not to talk to her because he is the customers. Okay, let me push it on up. This is Anthony Lowton. And I do appreciate Anthony for bringing this out, y'all. This is real. This is no joke. These are real victims, you guys.
Conversation. Also, we not they wake up clear. Also, we not said that in our conversation, we said very clearly, no, I'm going to do everything I said I was going to do. So, and then you said, does that talking about the contract? I said, no. Is that talking about the building? And I said, no. So then I can't be talking about what did you say you said? Because I'm just repeating your words. So you don't recall saying that you're going to do what you said you're going to do contingent on me doing what I said I'm going to do? Are you denying that statement? I'm not denying it. Okay, because you said that. That's what you said. We not wake up that morning and say, we don't have to show. But guys, in context in life, our contract is contingent upon you guys do what you say you're going to do. And so then you ask me for clarification. And you ask me for clarification. And that clarification, when you ask, is, so that means you're not going to do this? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
Well, that has nothing to do for me on my side.
Yes, we can leave that part.
We had that conversation. You said you was going to send the video. Why didn't you send the video? Did you say you was going to send it?
Because it's someone else. Someone else is in the video.
Now, she wants this video really bad, you guys. I don't know what's on this video. I talked about this on our Pinky platform. I have never talked about it on my platform. Y'all probably heard it over there, but not here. So this is what we're going to discuss, because Wanda is saying that this man does not lie.
That makeup artist girl. Okay. If it was just a dozen other than
But since when I text you and you didn't, I was done with that. So
we're done with that.
I was done with that after that. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to like the tenant build out, I was trying to split everything, keeping everything on the text thread with Courtney in there, because Courtney is the main person that's working with Marcel, because she's with the design, ordering everything. So she was working with Marcel. We're giving him the schedule. Something was being held up with the, what was the general contracting, like final schedule that she was supposed to provide to you?
No, that's me. That's my ministry. None of these things. The only thing that in the critical path that help the job with two things. The critical path that help the job is one, the electrical. We have to switch out the panels, and because the breaker, in order to cool the unit properly, we need to get a 2.5 ton unit. The 2.5 ton unit draw 60 amps from the inside, and it's taking more than the 200 amps. Therefore, we need to get another 400, we need to get another panel for that. That's where that bid for 26,000 came in, and I sent you guys that.
Right, and I sent a text message asking for information on that, and I didn't know.
That was, I thought I was, that was supposed to be, because that's, okay, that's what cost. But that's an example of this process moving forward. That's an example of sometimes in the bidding process, we have unforeseen things. I don't know the wattage of these things. And so once we measure that, the average, and once you give us load capacities with your equipment, we're able to pull those loads, then all of a sudden we can do it. Now this is the work typically done by an electrical engineer. Right?
So the two things though, I have a text message asking about that process, and you responded saying that there was a message on Monday saying that it'll be done Wednesday. That never happened.
So we're waiting for him.
Right, I get that, but there was no correspondence on Wednesday. That's number one. Number two.
Last week?
No, so this happened looks like May 19th when it happened, and it was said that it was going to be done. Secondly, I have a message from Courtney saying that we'll be getting correspondence weekly. So when correspondence stopped, what does everybody expect us? And I told you yesterday, I drive to get to work, to get to my temporary shop. I have to pass here every single day. I look in here every single day on the way to work and on the way back and on the way from lunch and on the way back from lunch. 4 times a day I look at this building. And I probably seen the AC guy in there maybe a couple times. So I need y'all to just look at it from our perspective, like, yo, what's being done? We're not being corresponded with. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, to couple that with hearing work being done in the shop is contingent upon something that we don't understand, y'all gotta understand what
I think I was very clear by saying this, that
it's not clear.
I was clear, even when Paul said, I was very clear by saying this has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
All right. So,
no, you did not say that. You said that's not what I'm saying. But imagine that. Like, that's not what I'm saying, but this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, all right, my bad. What are you saying? I'm saying, do what you said you're going to do, and I'll do what I'm saying I'll do. Yo, what does that mean, Marcel? I said what I said. Yo, what does that mean, Marcel? I kept asking. Like, we're not, come on.
We closed out the conversation that had nothing to do with this contract, and now, unfortunately, he believes.
Don't see that now. This is why this is a conversation you have to do, because I can't be taken like that's. Stop that. We don't need any lessons here. Nobody needs fire.
And so they need to find a general contractor.
No, I want to pull out. I don't want to do this anymore. This is nonsense.
Spending $100 grand on a shop, right? Spending $180 on a shop doesn't make financial sense. If we were having this meeting a couple months ago and you said, all right, boom, I got a number, 180, we would have shook our hand and we would have left. It wouldn't make any sense to spend 180 on a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So why would we now do that?
No.
And then the number that So the number that we got, it is a feasible number to make sure that our business runs successful and that we make a profit. Anything outside of that does not make sense for our business. And we would have said that months ago.
But it wasn't designed the barbershop that you guys was going to get. It would have cost a general contractor would have easily given us $180 for that particular job. We was working with you because we wanted to invest in your business as well. We wanted to film it. We wanted to give your company and your business the exposure that we would want.
Y'all hear her saying about the filming?
And we met someone on a certain type of platform. Right. So like he wasn't even charging his general contractor fees. It wasn't a part of your bid at all. Right. That's why the price was where it was.
Understood.
So if he's saying that, well, he's giving you those numbers based off you saying, well, I don't want to work with solely, well, I'm going to hire another general contractor. You also going to have to pay that general contractor.
Right. And when I spoke to Greg, he broke it down. Like, that's how it really goes. I understand.
Yeah.
But we did not wake up out of our thin air. Like, you know what? Today's the day where I just want to fire a shot. It did not happen like that. It was
Hey,
something
we know
happened.
that. Come on, man.
And that's fine. I understand.
So how did we do you?
He didn't give me an explanation.
Right, but you just didn't aware of it for that conversation.
Yeah, but I wasn't aware
Right,
of the
neither was
conversation.
I. But in addition to that, neither was I. But I'm being affected by something.
I want to talk to you about
Hold on.
yeah, but that's your man.
That Bud wasn't lying, you guys. Now they was talking about something that about Carson Blue. I don't think she had nothing to do with this. But Wanda is saying that he don't lie, that Bud wasn't lying. Check her out, y'all.
Say it that way. But Carson said it. Okay? We know she said it. I know she said it because Bud don't lie, y'all say. Bud do not lie. But it was...
You didn't hear that? Bud did not lie. This scam, she's saying that Bud did not lie. Now that woman said $250,000. It wasn't a lie. Bud said what? $25,000. It wasn't a lie. Bud didn't lie. You listen to her. Listen to her, y'all.
Bud said in his commercial, he said, on his live, on AL Live, Bud said, Carson told me. And then AL came back and said, well, before y'all go jumping into Carson, before y'all go jumping into Carson Facebook or whatever he said, before y'all started going over there jumping into her business, she didn't tell him that way. She didn't say it that way, but Carson said it. Okay? We know she said it. I know she said it because Bud don't lie, y'all say. Bud do not lie. But it was said through Carson. Yeah. Carson told him to go over there, but he can talk to this man, so he can put it out and he's going to give you some of it. I'm pretty sure that's way.
So she's saying Bud is not a liar. She never known Bud to be a liar, you guys. Oh, where is that video? Instead of her to blame her husband, she blamed KK. Listen at this, y'all.
The Huntsville police are on the lookout for this one.
I haven't seen Kiki since the news, though. It's interesting what the video catches.
She started putting items into her purse.
I hope she's not back on kids.
Well, we think they kind of attorney.
How did he get all the way to TV to say call the police?
Just police.
Please don't get kidding.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Thanks, Mel.
Hospital getting intense aching. I can't help you no more. She's lying. Well, I'm sure your family had called you and reached out. This was the last person to call me out of everybody.
You don't want me to keep calling you a drug head? Stop the drugs.
You always coming for women.
Always. You trying to check my wife?
Well, ain't nobody saying nothing about paying no money. Stay in Marshall business or being business.
You're literally selling hair care products for a living. For women.
No, I'm talking about business. You know,
it's the guy that sells hair products for a living.
I think it's so pathetic for these black men to try to belittle and attack black women that they see being successful.
I'll pay professionals. Not actresses, not models, professionals. I'm not going to pay you to talk.
Hey, that's what Zen Garden is saying. That's why you go to court on the 27th, because he said he was paying professional, and what he got stokes. So they got to sue you, bro, because you're not a professional.
Last I checked, they got sweatshirts for sale that say black across it.
A sex therapist.
For you to think that all of a sudden I can just make my body want to have sex.
This is a mental thing, kid.
A medication
Wow.
makes me feel this way. That borders on being an
Don't cry, Mel. Listen, my bad. Listen, I apologize. Don't cry.
Nobody's crying about you more so. Nobody. Even Tisha ain't gonna be crying about you when she leave your ass. Supposed to be having an affair with Marshall.
Man, we couldn't do all this.
So, and she needs to acknowledge him. Her. She doesn't. So you wanna be mad, break your ass. I don't give a how about that?
I gotta see that again, you guys.
Her. She doesn't. So you wanna be mad, break your ass. I don't give a how about that?
Come on,
y'all. Listen, my bad.
Yeah, play that over.
Nobody's crying about you more so. Nobody. Even Tisha ain't gonna be crying about you when she leave your ass. Supposed to be having an affair with Marshall.
Man, we couldn't do all this.
So, and she needs to acknowledge him. Her. She doesn't. So you wanna be mad, break your ass. I don't give
I love that, y'all. That's it, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna bring y'all on up.
Don't spend hundreds of.
That is that trailer. Oh, that trailer. She fed up. She fed up with that girl, y'all. She is so fed up with her. That girl, y'all know what? When Kiki came on here, she thought that she could use her addiction as a teacher. But see, they have other things in store for her. Welcome, everybody. Let's get it. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. This thing in my way right here. Let me move. Oh no, I might be moving myself. So,
Hey, Miss Black Titanic. Hey, Succeeding. Hi, Miss Pinky.
Hey, everybody. Hello. What's on your mind?
Child, Pinky's first.
Pinky on the phone, ain't she? Go ahead on Pinky doing something. Pinky, what you doing? She on the phone. Go ahead on, LaDon. I see her talking to somebody.
Yeah, I'm glad you showed the trailer because that speaks volumes. You know what I mean? Marceau looks like a jealous Mitch on a rampage.
Yeah.
Okay. He looked like a jealous Mitch on a rampage, like, blah, blah, blah. And he's trying to take cheap shots that really ain't landing because it looks like a jealous Mitch. Okay. Because plain as day, even if they were what he want to say, just a t-shirt line, it's a very successful t-shirt line amongst a lot of things she got going on. But for him to try to pick the thing that he think don't make the most money in her out of all her businesses is really telling on how much he's a hater. And I was so happy that Mel said what she said to Nell and them because it's putting it out there in the universe. Bringing up the conversation on how men belittle women and try not to, give them their props. And I also like the fact that she cocked her head and said, Tisha ain't even going to be crying when she leave your egg. She need to put that on a t-shirt. Okay? Yeah. And I think at the end of the day, Mel is a woman's woman, right? I think at the end of the day, she kind of knows something's brewing in the background, right? And that's why she is willing to support Tisha in her business. If it is to help Tisha get independent so she could break away from the pollution, then I think Mel would be all for it on the strength of a woman. She knows that that's an unhealthy situation. We can't pick people for people, but it's plain as day when you let us see it, So I think that's why Mel was kind of supporting Tisha because she know that is leading to that. And this woman needs to be independent so she won't need Marceau. So I think that's why Mel is gonna continue to support her. Now she ain't gonna be a friend, best friend, and all of that crap. I don't think that Mel's very smart, but
I
Mel's
think she did it for them children. It's the kids.
well,
Right, I
because
think
the
it's the
mother got to
kids.
be. I feel the mother got to be stable to be able to be good for the kids.
Nope,
It's
I think
all.
it's the kids, period. Melody has a relationship. Her girls have
Oh yeah.
always been close with
Yeah.
Tisha's girls.
Uh-huh.
And, with Tisha, you can't unwind Wander, Messy Wander, aka cousin It from the Addams family. You can't take her out of the equation. So I think it's all about the kids because Melly tried to help her first season, second season. And so when someone has shown you who they are, Melly is very smart, believe them. But she is distancing herself, but she's going to support those girls because she loves those girls. Because you see, when they were at the party, she tried to speak to them. She was engaging, but the girls were really kind of, not very friendly with her. So you could tell the mom had been talking about her.
I agree. That's why I said that Mel ain't no fool. She ain't gonna be buddy with her like that. But Mel is a good person, and she will support what she is doing because I feel like, okay, it could be the kids, the main focus, but helping the kids helps Tisha. You know what I mean? It still goes into Tisha's account to help Tisha be independent to take care of her kids for those kids.
Right.
You
That
know,
wouldn't be who she is now if she didn't do what she's doing. And
right.
like I said,
I'm sorry, I missed what you said, Pinky.
Yeah, huh?
I missed what you said. I know it was powerful.
I said Mel is she knows exactly what she's doing. She's not going to bring Keisha into the fold. She's going to help her from a distance. She's gonna help her from a distance.
Via the kids.
From a distance, but I'm not going to glorify it or let nobody know. You can just see it by my actions.
Right.
I'm not doing it for you, but I'm doing it for those, like you said, for those girls.
Right.
That's it. But we're not friends. But God put her on this earth for a reason.
Right.
And if you notice, since she left Martell Dusty, but she has been thriving, and it's almost is like a rebirth of her and her kids, And she's doing this, and like you said, she knows exactly what she's doing. She's playing chess.
Right.
She moves. Not everybody gonna see her move, but you're gonna all see it later. It's gonna start unfolding.
Yeah.
She's so jealous. That woman is envious and jealous and got a heart of but she's gonna realize what Melanie was doing.
Exactly. And I'm sure she will never admit it. Tisha will never admit, like Melly told her from the beginning. And she tried to steal her ideas. She tried to steal her logo. She is not a person like, but we all grow up differently. Some of us, it could be aunts, family members, friends that teach us to accept and take accountability. Whereas Tisha won't accept that accountability and say, you know what, she's helping me. Because, the two can be separated. Yes, I'm helping and supporting your girls because I've been in their lives since they were maybe 3 or 4, and my girls love them. So I'm bringing my daughters, of course, her kids can't be pictured in the event, but I'm bringing them to support you. However, I can certainly compartmentalize that and separate you, my relationship from you. Although you may benefit, Marceau may even benefit. However, I can separate the two since it's about the girls.
Hold on, y'all. Let me read this. Kathy Cruz said, Tisha is not going anywhere. She knows exactly what Lies Says does all the time. Yeah. She gets no sympathy here for all she did to Mel. Yeah. That's why I say the sins of the parents gonna fall on the children. Okay,
You can see we got small violins up here too, Kathy. I agree. I have a grain of salt for her.
Right. I don't have no sympathy for Tisha at all, nor more so the whole family. But Melanie knows if she try to help Tisha close up and in person, then that wonder is gonna follow right behind. So she's gonna have to do everything without being seen and from a distance.
Correct.
But whatever Melanie does to people, it's always God sent. It's never like also
Yeah.
crooked or
Yeah.
And Helen is on it. What Helen said.
Melanie is honest. If Melanie says something, you could believe it's right.
Let me put it back up. Hold it.
The teacher, you don't believe nothing they say because Lord.
And that's exactly what we're talking about, how Melly separated from Tisha. Because yes, she can't. It's still business for Melly. This is still a show. A show still has to go on whether she likes her or not. So she can separate the two and still be a professional and show up and show out.
Melanie knows this is a show. Most of them thinking the show is their life. Well, Melanie knows the show is not her life. It's a platform. And it's a reality show. The rest of them, they think this is their life. I tell you, they just gone bunkers. And you can't.
I'm gonna read what Helen Wilborn said. I think Mel separated Tisha because she can't alienate herself altogether, and I hope she stopped at this. Yeah.
You're right.
Let's read what Marshall Harvey said. I like this one. She says, even though none of them congratulated her when she launched Sugar Mama product, Mel supported her because that's the God in her. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
That is good, Ms. Harvey. That is good. But, one is not going to, although if Melanie do anything to help Tisha, and Wanda knows it's helping Tisha, she's still going to blame Melanie for anything. She's gonna tear it down because she don't want her daughter to be helped. She don't want people to know Melanie may be helping her daughter. She's still gonna tear it down because one is like the devil, just allegedly, in my opinion, the devil herself. And that child Tisha is not gonna learn anything because she's too up under her mom.
Right.
Her mom is still influencing every step that she makes.
Hey, Debbie, you coming up? That's Debbie, y'all. Y'all know Debbie.
Yeah. Come on
Debbie.
up, Debbie.
Come on up, Debbie. Okay, Cecina, you got anything to say? Cecina?
Are you there? She must have stepped away for a moment.
Okay, LaDon.
Yeah, no, I agree with what everybody said, as far as the Mel thing, as far as Uncle Wanda, and her little rant, and she kept saying, basically, okay, yeah, my kid, yeah, she may have scammed, allegedly, in my opinion, is what I heard. Yeah, she may have scammed, but y'all don't say nothing about the whitey scamming, so why y'all saying something about her? Don't mess up her bag. Let y'all keep it quiet and let her keep on so she can feed her kids. Y'all just don't say nothing. And I'm like, lady, you just admitted. And then when she kept saying about bugs don't lie, y'all said, it ain't just us. You said it too. So therefore, you do agree with us in some sort, right?
You think Wanda may be on that sauce, drinking too much sauce, because she be contradicting herself and turn off.
And then she's so asinine that she actually is trying to use Carson, but she don't even have enough to use Carson in a bad way, because even if you say Carson said something to Bugs, she said something that was honest, judging about his interview. Right. There was nothing wrong with Carson judging his interview and posting it on his page. Right. So you using Carson as if she had something to do with the ends of it, the taping of the tape that y'all want, is beyond me. So that's how foolish she is.
You're right, LaDon.
Listen, Justice, she's still here. I can't find her, but she wrote it was suspicious that Carson name kept. Here it is. Somebody was suspicious. This ain't the one, but Justice said it was suspicious that Carson name keep coming up. I gotta find it. Here it is. Let me answer this, y'all. She said it was suspicious that Carson name keep coming up in the middle of the everything, and is Huntsville slow like that? Yes, ma'am, they are. Y'all saw how long. It's been months Stormy got that charge from me. I go down there, and there's nothing I can do until they go pick her up.
Yeah.
So yeah, Huntsville like that, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You said it was strange to you, but yes, ma'am. That's Huntsville is like that. They doing me like that. I called them today. I called them today about why haven't y'all picked this girl up? Why haven't she been arrested? It's been months. Yes, ma'am, they are, Miss Justice. And Carson was at that time. Carson, when this was going on, remember Carson was working there. Carson was working there,
Right.
and I do know one thing. Wanda will drop names like the bat of the hat. I don't know if y'all know Wanda did me like that. Wanda did me like that and had me thinking that this guy was part of whatever she was doing. She had threatened me. And
Right.
she added what's his name? Oh God. He's a big blogger, a gay blogger, man.
Funky Don Neva.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you remember that? I don't know if you remember that. She put his
Yeah, it
name.
was a few months ago. I remember that.
Yeah, she put his name in there just like so I was thinking Funky Danita was part of it, and I had to apologize to Funky Danita. So Miss Justin, yes, she will pull your name out
Don't
of
pull it out like it's fact, because she used to do that even with Anthony, and she
Right.
stopped doing that. But she would throw his name around all the time and act like he was coming there to visit. And he had already said, "I'm not coming there to hang out with you to go to no bowling alley."
Yeah, that woman, she sure is like that, and Huntsville is slow. It's slow to me because I
love you, Greta.
Hi, Greta Lee.
I love Greta.
Yeah.
Okay, what do y'all think about what do y'all think is on that video? They want that video so bad.
I want to
They
know.
trying to hide it. Tisha just want to get rid of that because she knows when that video comes out or people hear it, they are done for it. Plus her relationship, her marriage, everything. That child made lose 100 pounds probably worrying herself to death over that video.
I think Marceau was eating. I think his face was in some places, and he was in an uncompromising position. And she don't want nobody to see that.
Nobody to hear it.
If y'all remember what Buzz said they asked him why can't he get and he said that's because that makeup artist was on there and she do not want that tape out, so he wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's what he said.
Court or anything like that, that tape's gonna have to come out. It's not what you want then. It's gonna have to come out.
Debbie. Hey, my Chicago sister.
But this what I'm telling y'all. The reason I know Carlos, he need to come. If he innocent, he need to come forward, because if y'all heard what Keisha said, well, we were gonna film you. We offer filming. We offer. They use Love and Marriage Huntsville all the time to try to get these people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and he told Miss Joy the same thing after Miss Joy, but Miss Joy said she didn't want to be filmed. That was something that she never wanted. But and I heard y'all that they did raise about $80,000.
Oh, they did?
Sponsorship. Nobody in the community ain't seen nothing. Now remember, this was like during the spring when they had it.
Right.
I don't know. These people.
They're scanners. Remember scanners.
With Lamborghinis.
Pastor Justice said the hair girl was Buzz X, and I think the girl tapes her and Marceau in the boom boom room.
We're definitely
Thank you,
it's gonna
Pastor.
come out.
Yeah.
I think they all been in that boom boom room. All of them.
And do y'all know none of every time I see Tisha, she looks sad. I don't care what she's doing. She really looks sad. Whatever.
She hates when Marceau bring up Melanie's name, and she gets so jealous.
Y'all see that body? Look at that. Can y'all make that out?
Yeah, I actually put that on a videotape I did. Yeah, that big, because people asked her, they asked Martell, was she pregnant? When they was in Texas. That's in Texas.
Ooh, that look bad. Y'all know when she got her butt done, don't that meat have to go somewhere, don't it?
That's a separate procedure, Miss Titanic.
I don't know, but
that's a separate procedure.
My body don't look like that, and I'm an old lady. Oh my God, that body look bad.
If she had enough money, she probably could have had to transfer the fat from the stomach and put it in the butt. But she probably only had enough for one procedure at a time.
Well, you got to remember, she still got to try to pay her rent, and they still got to try to pay something because they broke. They they only took $25,000 from the man, so
they need another victim.
Oh, let me read this, y'all. Y'all listen. Tofi said, "I think Big Boy was naked with his tongue and she don't want anybody to see that.
I told you.
She is furious about it, and I guess what they doing, having an orgy or something."
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm frat boys.
And filming, and you know what? And then you know what? Karma is something else. Cause y'all remember when they tried to lie on Miss Van about she had one kind of tapes out. Then they lied on Melody. Now they got a real tape out.
Mm-hmm.
See that? See how the cookie crumbles?
Right.
Yeah, that's karma.
Karma just goes right back around and bites you in the butt.
And I just can't see how y'all. I'ma tell y'all, I can't lay next to no man with his titties bigger than mine. It is no way. I'm a girl. I do not like women. No offense to the LBJ community, but that will remind me of being with a woman. Next to him.
Let me see where I have it. It's Marceau was on the beach. Remember that time when they went to the beach and
I seen that one with all his boobs out.
Yeah, hanging off. They was not hanging off, but you know how they hang down.
Yeah, they dogged him out too, y'all.
Yeah. They already dogged him out about it.
I can't find it, but somebody on here said that the chandeliers was on. They must have showed the update of their house. It said the chandelier, that woman's chandelier she saw it on TV, y'all.
Oh my Lord.
Well, they don't try to hide nothing, no way, y'all. They don't not try to hide nothing.
They try to do everything in the open, and the reason why they try to do everything in the open, because then they feel like they ain't doing nothing wrong. You know, when you put things in the open, do things in broad daylight, you can fool some of the food. I'm so sorry. Some people, but not all the people, they can't fool us.
No, they can't. You know what? LaDon.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see? Is it LaDon?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear how Marceau was trying to talk him, but those barbers, they stayed focused. They stayed focused. Yeah.
And Tisha seen her husband was drowning. That's why she kept cutting in every so often, because she was like, he need a lifeline because they killing him. They kept bringing it back, and they was using the words plain and simple. Don't be talking like that. Come on, stop playing with us. You know exactly what you said. You was trying to blackmail, and it wasn't going to work. We did our part already. You're playing games. Then it goes back to that tape. She knew. She knew.
Okay, now the lady, Miss Joy, was the last one that Anthony showed where she asked Marceau for receipts and itemization. He told her he wasn't giving it to her.
That's crazy.
And then she asked, it's on there if y'all go back and listen real good. And then she was trying, okay, so since she couldn't get no receipts from him to see how her money was being spent, she was calling the stores. He told the stores not to talk to her because he was the customer. If they talked to him, he was going to pull those orders.
What?
So she couldn't call and check on her own orders. She couldn't call and see how much he done paid on them or what he done paid or not, because that's what they told her. He told them, so she'll have to talk to them, talk to him, right? She tried to talk to him, and then he started calling her names. See, he started calling her names and dogging her out. She said he was calling her bipolar and all that, just dogging her out.
That's him.
Notice the difference how he talked to her as opposed to those guys. He didn't call them out their name not one time. Not one time did he call them out their name.
Because he knows he'll be flattening on that floor.
Hey, T-Talk. Hello, Miss T-Talk. And yeah, any other content creator here, welcome. Yeah. Go on, Cecina, you awful quiet over there. Cecina gone, y'all. Cecina. Hello.
Is she
She probably working or listening in. And you know what I mean.
She be at work. Yeah, she do.
Yeah.
Be
She'll join back in. So what y'all think about Kiki and Tisha in that scene?
I just love it. She got smashed with the water. that's what I like. And I'm gonna make sure I'm not gonna be anywhere because I got to see that.
Child, I know she's got, just like Black Titanic said, she is fed up. A person could take but so much. Stop blaming me for your stuff. Right. Your husband is the one. If he wasn't doing what he was doing, then nobody wouldn't have came to me with no bull crap, all of that I'm trying to protect you from.
She sure was trying to protect that girl. She sure was. And she gotta have somebody, but you know what, Tisha? You cannot get your way out of this saying that you got a perfect marriage, that you ain't never had to deal with infidelity. For somebody to just lie like that is crazy.
Yeah, but you know what? When you lie like that all the time, you don't realize you're lying. So everything comes out of your mouth all the time. You just lie about everything. And you get so used to it. That's what do you call what do you call it? It's a pathological.
Pathological liars?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you back now.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I just got off work, y'all know. I got a call.
And I just got off the floor. I felt and not broke my breath.
So when they selling those products like that, now everybody saw her put that label on those products. And I don't know, I was suspicious because Stormy said that when the health department shut her down, that there was some bad batches, so she couldn't put them out.
Right.
So I'm suspecting that Tisha shouldn't do that if those bad batches and you gonna go and sell them to the public.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, and then people put that on their hair. Oh Lord, I don't know what.
Even just knowing the situation and seeing that live would be enough for me not to want kids associated with that product.
Because think about it, when other kids, mother or father or whoever watch that show and be talking about it around them, and some kids sit up and they call their mom or near their mom while their mom watching TV. You know, they can hear that or see that.
Right.
And you know, kids are vicious in school. The younger they are, the vicious they are sometimes.
Oh, they are. They
Right.
start
And
young too, like you said. They start young.
Yeah. And if your mom is on a show and the kids can hear their mom talking about it or their dad or whoever, and then they'll go to school and pick on her kids over it, calling them the same thing.
I can't even imagine, because you think about it, they are in a town, they are going to know each other. And I can't even imagine, because I know if I was a little girl, the commercial when Eddie Murphy said how we could be, I got some ice cream. I got some ice cream. And you can't get, I would be, I got some Sugar Mama products. Sugar Mama products. I would be just a mess. I know I would.
I tell you, Yeah.
And you know what? And Succeeding, you said it earlier. When Mel tried to talk to those kids, they didn't really want to speak to Mel
Right.
because they're hearing something at
Oh,
home
yeah.
about the
They
beef
hear
that
Wanda.
they got. Yeah.
Correct.
They hear
So they're
Wanda teaching
uncomfortable.
all the
Yeah.
time. Think about
Yeah.
it. Wanda, she curses like a sailor, no matter where she's at.
Yeah.
You know, on her life, she just messes.
I can't even
messes someone out of
imagine.
that man. And
I
you
can't
think
even
people always
imagine.
say, "Where's the grandkids?" While you talking like that.
In the back seat of the car.
Yeah, because you'll hear them.
Yeah.
It ain't funny, but it's sad. It's the truth,
It
though.
really is. You
And
will
they
hear
don't believe
them.
that stuff that Wanda is saying or their mom is saying. So of course they're not gonna say anything. They're gonna.
And they're normalizing Wanda's behavior. Oh, that's your grandmother. She
Yep.
loves us. They're normalizing her behavior already.
Yep, exactly. Oh, you know, or they hear her talking about doing it, and this is how I react. And it seems, and I hate to say it, but it kind of seems like sometimes kids could be smarter than the parents.
Right.
And I can see even with that son.
Yeah,
He's
have
smart.
y'all ever noticed Wanda reference everything to X? I mean SEX, everything.
Yep. Oh, she does.
Everything she don't be quiet about it. She said around anybody, it's like, oh my God, this one.
Who y'all talking about now? That I missed that?
Wanda.
Oh yeah, how she talking in front of them children?
Yeah, she does. Because last time she was talking about something on a live, and people were asking, "Where are the kids?" This was about a month or so ago.
Yeah, they want to know where were the kids, because she was in reference a man's genitalia.
Oh, she was saying all kinds of stuff, and you could hear her yell out to the kids.
Ooh, Lord.
Yes.
And
every
she was
now and
talking
then,
about the hair care products, how it could be used for
right,
getting things lubricant.
Right, which is just horrible.
Lord, this woman, nobody's talking about that and asking you questions about that. This woman's mind is in the gutter.
It just shows it's warped.
Hey, you guys, I want to play this. This is a little different where the side chick got unalived. Y'all heard that story?
Oh yeah, we sure did.
I don't know how to make it big so I can show y'all what's going on, but I'm just going to play it, okay?
Okay.
So y'all listen now, just listen. Here the girl looked like Breonna Taylor. I don't know how to just come back and make it wide, so I better leave it alone.
It's okay, we can still see.
Okay, y'all just listen, okay? The wife killed the side chicks. Woman charged. Okay, this is ABC News, so let's listen to this. Turn it up, y'all.
Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church. Good evening, I'm Richard Ransom.
And I'm Katina Rankin. Police reports scanner traffic and friends of Pastor Broads Perry show a scorned mistress from Little Rock drove to Collierville over the man she loved. Local 24 News reporter Rebecca Butcher live with tonight's top story. Rebecca, you're reporting there from Collierville.
Yeah, Katina, well, that suspect, Latasha Daniels, she's expected here in Collierville Town Court tomorrow morning. We got a chance to speak today to a friend of the now deceased Pastor Perry. She went to Florida A&M University with him several years ago. She told me that the news today was hard to believe. That's a Collierville cop after arriving Thursday night at the Meridian Park Apartments. Executive Pastor Broads Perry was dying from 3 gunshot wounds. His wife was shot in the shoulder, and Latasha Daniels was holding a gun. We contacted one of Pastor Perry's friends in Florida.
I was, really sad, and I was like, not Broads. I'm like, he just moved. Like, didn't he just move to a new city? And
the couple did just move to Collierville from Little Rock. That's where Perry's wife now tells police she and her husband knew Daniels from and never suspected an affair until Thursday night. She says as Daniels showed up, had a short visit, began to leave, she grabbed her gun and started firing, shouting, "You broke my heart."
It appeared that they were from what the lady shared, that they had a relationship. And so I would say healing has to take place for the young lady who committed the crime, and also for the wife.
Records show Daniels, a certified anger management specialist, was a member of Pastor Perry's former church in Little Rock. The two also work together at a nonprofit.
And this was such a dramatic situation. And for her to find out this information of whatever this lady is saying while her husband is being killed, I could imagine how that, made her feel.
Wait a minute, I thought that.
And Daniels is expected here in court tomorrow. That's at 8 o'clock. She's being held without bond right now on murder charges. We're live tonight in Collierville. I'm Rebecca Butcher, Local 24 News. Rebecca.
So when it was the mistress, right, that she eliminated.
Yep.
Right?
No, the mistress eliminated.
Yep, the opposite.
Wait a minute. It was what? Tell me what?
The
It was the opposite?
Like
All
what
right.
LaDon just said?
Yeah, I'm just trying to say, did the wife eliminate the mistress?
Nope,
The
reverse.
mistress. The mistress.
Yep.
I think it was the mistress that did what she did. Because she came from Little Rock.
So the mistress eliminated the husband or the wife? Y'all get me.
Yep, the mistress did it to the wife. And then self.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow.
Want me to try to pull up information on it?
Okay, you know what? I pulled the wrong one up, but that's why I didn't.
He was jealous. Yeah, she was jealous that he was taking the wife on a trip to Vegas. So he drove to his home, kidnapped her romantic rival, and led the officers on a chase. So she showed up at the workplace of the player that morning, and she was upset about the trip. So then she went to the home, abducted his wife.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the one I was trying to pull up. That's why I got confused. Wow, that's something else, you guys.
He was trying to pull up the one where the wife walked in the
Yeah, that
house.
was a different one.
That's the one
and shot the little young mistress.
Right.
Yeah, she was 25 years old.
Yeah,
These mistresses is going wild, child.
So this girl was on the phone, and so the wife was on the phone with her friend at the time. So just imagine. And her friend could hear someone yelling, open the door, or I'm going to kill you. You know, so the friend could, and just imagine this is your friend, and you could hear that. And then she was telling the woman, don't hurt me. I don't know you. And then she asked her if she was who she was. And and that's what happened.
And they charge her with voluntary manslaughter. And what I was thinking was that their husband gonna be free to still do what he wanna do while she locked up.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing about that.
Yeah, you guys, I'm finna call it. What time is it? 4:12. I've been on here for 2 hours, you guys. Since 2 o'clock.
It seems like just 30 minutes.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Pinky.
Yes.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting there. You know what? I had to take pain medicine, so that's why if you see my eyes kind of look like I'm half asleep, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That rest is the best.
Yeah.
But did y'all talk about why Kimmy and Maurice why the only thing they ever talk about in any of their storylines is X?
Because I think that's what Maurice want to talk about. You know, Maurice want to look, men like that feel like they macho when they talking like that. But I'm going to tell y'all something. He couldn't be that macho because he keeps saying that his wife stepped out on him. That's why he's not there. So if you all that time, them many times of the day, why did she step out on you?
Right. And y'all remember, I put out a video talking about how Maurice said he sold out. Remember that?
Right.
Yeah, he sold out when.
When he got married. Yep, you sure did.
Right. And he said he sold out because he said he was living his best life when he was single. He had money, women, and everything. And he said when he got married at a young age, he sold out.
That's what he said.
And then he said, then in his 30s, when he met Kimmy, he sold out again. So he thinks living his best life is when you're single and doing what he want to do.
He's living on his family member sofa. I don't know what he sold out to.
He acts like he's a kid.
But that's why he resents Kimmy and he tortures her.
That's
You know?
right.
And
And
she
think about
is
it.
running
Right.
herself in the ground trying to keep up.
Trying to keep up with that low down dirty man. And then he brings it back up on the bike ride. Talking about he just thinks it's a mental thing. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Woo,
Yeah, he sure did. And she
no.
And that's awful. That's
And she
definitely
was
awful.
trying to tell him how the chemo make her feel. You know, he talking about it's a mental
Right,
thing,
it's a
you
mental
know.
thing. But that's when you see the part of him, so they're similar with respect to that, always trying to make the person think that it's them.
Mm-hmm.
Just like he did, to try to devalue Melody. Oh, like she's selling T-shirts. Man, please.
Mm-hmm.
One, you're going to try to discredit everything else that she's doing when you moving from house to house like a runaway, like you running like a thief in the night. You
Right,
moving
a
from
thief in the
house
night.
to
So they don't
apartment.
accept you or know where your address trying to serve you.
Right. You're the same place that you're nowhere more. You've been getting paid from being on a show, and we have not seen any type of progression from you.
No. And think about it. He says that to everybody. He talks about Melanie selling the T-shirts
Right.
and everything. Then he talks about Courtney selling women's products. Then he talks and put everybody down. But it's okay to be allegedly a criminal and a crime.
And he don't know what Tiffany does.
Oh yeah, right, exactly. So I would have they're very nice people. I'm very nice too, but I'm polite, not nice with respect to a person like that. And I would have let him know. Is this coming from a man that was literally selling popcorn and Raisinets?
Ooh.
Is this from a man that was literally going home smelling like popcorn to his wife? Is this from a man who is literally going to be living off of his wife's products because he has so many lawsuits? But see, they're very nice, so they don't say anything to him. But I would have, by the time I finished down the list to him, one way back the other, he would have just ran out of there.
He's not a good husband.
You're Dusty. Did she say Dusty Bud or something? He should leave you or something. Melanie was taking the gloves off on him too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I'm so happy.
Y'all know he have never been able to provide a stable place for his family to live. I don't know why the hell Tisha keep talking about something. He a great provider. Because since we've been watching this show, even though they making money from the show, he still can't provide a decent place, a stable place for his children.
Exactly. So that's why I say the same place, because at the beginning they were in a townhome that they were renting out that was in somebody else's name that they couldn't even have credit in their own name. Then they moved from that back to their house. Now they've moved from that house to an apartment. And so it's just like, okay, and you're still now years later trying to get that forever home built. So you're the same spot.
Right. You can't even afford a home. You haven't even bought a home, and it's not like you're getting any younger.
Right.
And if you're making all this money, you both getting paid to be on this show.
Right.
So that's a dual income. So why can't you get a home?
Exactly.
And if you are multi-millionaires, you don't move like it. You move a little below the poverty level to me. So that's what I call.
You can just be a blue collar worker and keep a stable home.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, people on disability, Social Security,
That's right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Something ain't adding up.
Something not. That milk, what do they say? Something in the milk not clean? They not even thousandaires, y'all. I tell y'all.
Right. They're not even thousandaires. I tell you.
I think today was the day they supposed went to Zen Garden. I gotta check my calendar. I wanted to go, but I had to take my brother. He had a seizure last night, so I had to take him to the doctor.
Oh my God, how's he doing?
He's doing as well as be expected, y'all.
Right. Well, I'm gonna be praying for you. Continue to stay strong. Bless your heart.
Yes. And she's still staying looking good. I was looking at her. I was trying to work. I said, "Oh, is this my big sister, Almighty Black Titanic.
Yeah.
I said, look at her, and she be whipping that hair up. She be changing that hair up like 10 different ways and 10 in the same day.
She said, She said, I ain't no more. She said, I'm going to defend myself. I'm here.
Yeah, she come back. She come back later on another video. Her hair be a whole different way. I be like, look at her.
And I was going to say,
hold on, everybody. Kay, you sent me a Cash App. Anybody that sent me the Cash App, thank y'all.
I sent you a package. My husband sent you a package today.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it yet, but thank you, y'all. She sent me a birthday gift.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, so I haven't gotten it yet, but it should be here by tomorrow. I've been
I seen it when you revealed it.
Yeah, I will.
It's probably taller than Pinky.
Yup.
Yes. With Pinky, I'm about your height too, so that's why I'm just talking.
That's all right, because y'all give a mighty punch, boy.
Yes.
Oh, y'all know what? Coleslaw called herself Clapping Matt at Original Straight No Chaser, y'all.
Oh,
y'all see that? It was just, she just put a little text up there saying that are you done talking about me? Wait a minute, yeah. Are you still broke? So she trying to say that she needed her to make money, you know. She needed Original Straight No Chaser needed her to make money. So
right. And they don't seem like she play. I always say the other Nay that be in this chat don't play. Nobody with the name Nay that I know play. And I would have gotten her straight too. I would have said, I'm not broke now that I'd have made money off of your dumb sloppy self.
She's delusional.
Very. Yeah. She can't make money off of her own self. That's stupid, ain't it? You can't make money off your own self.
Yeah. She's so stupid. Everybody's making money off her but her own self.
But her.
But she ain't got them all.
No, you mad because you got finesse. Point blank, period.
You did. Big time. I wanted to know.
Hey, hold it. Let me read this. By Vanessa said, Martell has been exposed by a creator content for trying to receive $1 million to bring AC on the show. Really?
What?
Vanessa, tell us more. Vanessa, type real fast, please.
I'm getting ready to type right now.
Vanessa, follow up on that.
1 million?
I usually have 2 devices.
You want to see her? We see her every day.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to see her. If they want to shut down the show, that's one way to shut it down.
1 million?
They delusional like that, y'all.
Yeah, nobody gonna pay $1 for her, let alone $1 million.
No, Melody Cherie is a 1 million worth investment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ariana ain't even in 100,000.
No.
I see it now. Martell demands $1 million to bring his side chick to the show.
Now, wait a minute, y'all. Let me read this. Shirley say, she's definitely stupid. Being a household to a broke struggle man is a dumb move.
You better say that, Shirley.
Yeah, it's a dumb move. Yeah, when is she gonna when is she gonna get smart about that? But I guess she think that he all that in her head. Oh yeah, we gotta go watch this, y'all. They said Queen Sheba just went live about Martell. Yeah, we gotta see. Yeah, y'all. We get that.
I'm gonna look that up too.
Let's go over to Queen Sheba.
We gonna go on over there.
Yeah, Queen Sheba is gonna do something on it. Let me see, Queen Sheba.
Is she still alive? We're gonna go over there, y'all. The people on the show don't get paid near that much. Why would anybody pay a dime for Martell for bed bug? Yeah, exactly. I'm glad. I miss Pastor just to be quiet. Is she still here, Pastor? Let's see what Pastor say. He must be trying to get paid from CK and face turquoise covering that. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, I gotta go anyway.
Okay.
I gotta go. And I think we're gonna be doing a series on our ancestors that fought back. Yeah, we weren't all cowards. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And on land that they taken from our ancestors too.
Okay. And did you
y'all
see
know?
my message? I asked you if you could see if you could interview Princess Banton Lofters.
I don't know who that is. I did write it down. I'm glad you brought that up. Who is that?
So she is the one, because someone wrote something, I can't, we all have our pet peeves. I can't stand when people give a whole bunch of misinformation. So someone had written in a chat yesterday on a content creators page that they gave Kim Zolciak, of all people, credit for launching Real Housewives of Atlanta. And the same person went on to say, not only did they just stop there, they said, and Big Papa, now they done put him in it, had something to do with it as well. And so I went onto this person's page, and I was more than happy to educate them and let them know that nothing, I wrote exactly this. That's not true what you're saying. Princess Banton Loafers is the creator of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Really?
She wrote her idea on a napkin. Her show was originally called Design Piece, I think, but a friend led her to a producer buyer in LA, and she met Nene. She specifically said, when she met Nene, I said, I got a show. And Nene introduced her to her friends, Kim Z and Sheree. And Kim Z gave her thank you on the reunion. So I'm not sure how this person got all of this and just messed up everything. And so you can see how upset I was about it. I said, just like somebody to take it from a bronze girl, and you're going to give it to Kim Zolciak and Big Papa's. Girl, stop playing.
Yeah. No wonder what's her name was saying that. Nene. Y'all see the interview with Nene?
Right.
Yeah.
So it started with Princess. So Princess met Nene, and that's when she said she had a star. And that's why Nene ran around like people did not understand why Nene acted like that was her show. Nene acted like that was her show because she was the one that pitched the show. And she was the one that Princess gave, and she met her and had her to introduce her to her friends. But they didn't want Sheree because they said Sheree was boring.
Very boring. Did y'all, how would I get in touch with her?
I'm gonna look for her mess, because she should, her information should be there, because the Jasmine brand has interviewed her before, and she wrote a book called Sell It from Concept to Reality. But her name is, and she's done, I want to say 10 or 11 different reality shows. See, those are those secrets that we don't know. And Melody needs to meet Princess Banton Lofters, and they need to have a conversation.
Wow, that you educating me. I never knew that.
Me either. I'm glad.
Learn something new every day. Okay, well, get with me, and I need to get on this about this Zen.
So I'm gonna let you all go. I'll look for her information and I'll email it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna get on this about Zen Garden. I did not want to miss that court, y'all. With Zen Garden, I've been waiting on that. I hope it will today. I hope it will. I'm finna go check.
You go check, and then you lay down and rest yourself. But you're gonna have a full day.
Yeah, put your feet up.
Yeah. Put your feet up.
What is your weather there?
Put your feet up.
What is your weather? It's 94.
It's been, girl, we deserve this weather. It's been nice and sunny and everything, y'all.
What is it? It's 94 here, so I know it must be about 100 there.
It's about in the 90s.
Oh, you got some good weather then. So that's good here.
Y'all can't see that. I wait till we get. Can y'all see that screw in my back? I wait. I'm gonna get a big screen. I want y'all to see this. All right, everybody.
Okay.
I need y'all check it out, and then I want y'all to stick around and see my back, y'all. Yes, sir.
You want Black Titanic? I got it on my phone. You want me to show it to him?
Now I'm gonna put it on the big screen. You can't hardly see the little screen. I got it. All right, bye everybody. See y'all later. Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Gemini 58, Vanessa Jones, PDSS 428. All of y'all think AC talk too much. She sure do. I'm just saying hi to everybody, y'all. That's all.
Tanya Watson said Queen Sheba got that part, that 8-minute thing that we all need to watch so we can see what that motel, that hotel is doing.
Yes.
Ebony,
I have to watch that.
Ebony Dancer, Sharon, Glenda Niblett, Linda Gamma, Tofi, Sharon Howard, all of y'all. Justice, thank you, Pastor. L1 and Pastor quiet today. She used to come up. Key, Debbie Bunce, I guess she just stepped in for a little while. Monso Harvey, Helen Wilburn, that's my namesake. Y'all know my first name is Helen. Y'all, my first name is Helen. Glenda Niblett, Kathy Crew, Pat Lawrence, Greta. Hey, Greta. Marshall Harvey, Kay Cass, Greta Lee, Dion Janet Jackson. When with Jesus Christ every day. Glenda, Greta, I think that's it. Justice, Charlotte Lowe. So very sad that doing this to these young men. They need to go to jail. Yeah, they do. Everybody need to go. Pat Lawrence. You can't even understand nothing much mouth is saying.
No.
Miss Nina Hicks. She said I would have dropped that damn tape already. He's been a good sport. It's because the young lady keep asking him not to, but eventually he might do it. They keep messing with him.
You push them too far, they'll do it.
I drove past there. Some young lady was sitting outside. I was wondering who that was. Outside of Black usually be empty, but it had like about 5 cars in the parking lot. That's a lot for them, y'all. It was 5 cars in the parking lot. That was a lot for them, but them 5 cars make it look really, really crowded because the parking lot just that little, y'all. It's like parking in front of your house or something.
How are they staying in business?
They probably ain't. That's why they stealing. And like I told everybody else, somebody
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Thank y'all. Doris Lee. She said, I didn't know about Nat Turner until now. Thank you. You know, that's why it's so great to try to reach out to people. Karen Morgan. Hey, succeeding up here. Be Bliss. Shelby Rogers, Yvette Bell, Demeter. I think I got everybody. Pinky up here. And Tofi. Bye, y'all. I'm going to be back.
I got to run over there and watch that. And then I heard Funky D and Claudia were arguing on TV about the subject that Tasha, you know, that the whole thing that then caught fire.
Oh,
they were arguing on TV, and they're part of they're co-hosts. That's just crazy.
Oh, 1408. Sorry, I miss you. Okay. Bye, y'all, for real, though.
Okay. Bye-bye. Love you guys.
Okay. Bye-bye.
When y'all go off with the big screen, I want to show you.
Y'all have a good day, okay?
You too. Get better, okay?
Okay, I will. Bye-bye.
Okay. Get in that jacuzzi, okay?
That's what I'm gonna do. You know I can't swim though, but I'll be learning every year.
Yeah, but that's okay. You'll be fine. But get in that jacuzzi. That'll make you feel better.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye, y'all.
All righty. I want to thank everybody. Let me show Jamie Mosley. actually think that someone is going to give him $1 million to bring the side piece on the show. You're just as ignorant as they come, Martell. That is crazy. I want to show y'all this, my back, y'all, what I'm dealing with. Let me see. Can y'all see that? Y'all see that right there, that screw in my back? Can y'all see that? This is what I'm dealing with. That's my back, y'all. And if you look up above, a whole disc is missing at the top and bottom. Look, that screw's coming out of my back. I be in so much pain, y'all. So much pain, but I'm still here. PDS say the OWN network, along with CK and Martell, was going to let Coleslaw come on. Then Martell requested $1 million, and the deal was off. That boy's stupid. Good day, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Remember, we're doing a series on our ancestors that fought back. Bye, y'all. Bye.